Alrighty, today I'm going to be talking about the Wuthering Waves Gacha system, and this is my first time recording, so let me know how it goes. If you have any comments, let me know in the bottom of the description, or where the comments are. So, starting off, I would like to explain about the fact that in the standard banner, it's really cool that we're actually allowed to pick the 5-star that we want. So we can pick whatever 5-star we want. For me specifically, I wanted Kalcharo. I also wanted Jin Yang, but the thing is Jiang Ying. I apologize for the mispronunciation. But I wanted Kalcharo, so I'm probably gonna go for him. But more about that will be in the end of the video. Going back to the gacha system, it's a very similar type of vibe from Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail, where they have 160 premium points, but in this case it's Astrite for Wuthering Waves, and you get one Luster Tide, one Radiant Tide, or Forging Tide, and essentially what you do is you get 160 for each pull. The maximum pity is up to 80. So in Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail, that is up to 90, but they've reduced it by 10 for Wuthering Waves, which is nice to see. It's going to allow for more wishes for other characters in the future, and I believe for the standard banner, we are also guaranteed to get a 5-star weapon, so we can self-pick whatever 5-star weapon that we want, self-pick whatever standard banner that we want. So for a starting free-to-play player, it's very, very nice to see, which also allows them to save up that Lustrous Tide, which I believe is a premium pulls for limited banners. And you can also save them for the future. So the weapon banner is also pretty cool because of the fact that you have essentially a 0.8% chance of pulling a 5-star which with every pull, and a 6% for every pull for 4 stars. The cool thing, which is different from Honkai Star Rail and Genshin Impact, is the fact that these weapon pulls are guaranteed, and you can pick whatever weapon that you want. So for instance, the first limited banner is going to be Jin Yan, so you can pick his specific limited banner instead of something else. So it's very nice to see. And it's different from Honkai because they have a 75% to 25%, and Genshin has a 50 to 50%. So you don't ever need to worry about what to pick what you get, because you literally pick what weapon you want. Now, if you pick the wrong weapon, that's kind of on you, but it is what it is. So yeah, limited banner. They have convenes, which you can go for a 1-time or 10-time, and then up to 80 times, and then you get the limited character that you want. That is a little bit different because in this case, it's a 50-50% chance. So it's the same thing as Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail, but the weapon is slightly different, which makes sense. And the thing that I'm using Pridewin and WutheringWaves.gg to get all my information and to show you guys visually about how this information is gathered and whatnot. So it says that pulling a 5-star from this banner is currently set at 0.8%. However, what they fail to mention is the fact that I believe when you fail to get the limited character, and when you have guaranteed pity to get the limited character, so you fail your 50-50, and then you have the next chance to get that character, you go from 0.8% to 1.8%, I believe, or 1.6%. So you essentially have a higher chance the next time you're going for a character, which is nice because you don't want to go up to 80 pity to get your guaranteed character. You want to go up to like 40 or 50, which is pretty nice. Yeah, weapon banner, 100% chance, very nice. But the one thing I would like to mention also is the fact that they have these things called wavebands, which is very cool because it's like a new type of system, which I'm not entirely sure how it's gonna play into effect. But in my opinion, I think it's a pretty cool idea because it not only helps the free-to-play players save up for their specific character that they want, which will allow them to get to you know, at least 2 copies, which you can see from here. But it also allows for pay-to-win players to, you know, not have to spend as much. So it works for everyone, right? It benefits everyone, which is a very cool thing. And you essentially are allowed to get a maximum of 2 copies, which includes the limited banners. So from here, this is phase 1, which is Jin Yan's waveband. Phase 2 is gonna have, I believe, Yin Lin. So her waveband is gonna be in the second phase with her, you know, weapon and her character, of course. So that is basically everything about the gacha system that you need to know. There, you know, of course, are going to be other polls, 3 stars, 4 stars, but I believe that's everything for the root, the most important things that you need to know. Oh, yeah, there's also the Novice conven, which is limited to newer players, so everyone is going to have this, which essentially gives you a 20% discount, which you can put a total of 50 pulls, so 8 times 8 times 5, or sorry, 8 times 10, which is essentially 40 pulls. So you need 40 pulls to use in order to get all the novice convenes out of the way, and you're guaranteed to get the 5-star. And that 5-star is going to be guaranteed to be whatever you want it to be. And yeah, so aside from the gacha system, I also wanted to talk a little bit about like the tier listing and like what I would probably do. So like I said, this is my first time recording Wuthering Waves, so I do know that the meta system is, you know, not necessarily like obsolete. There is no, you know, finite, how do I say this? Like there's no set that is perfect. There is no meta that is perfect. It might change in the future, but for now, what I would probably do is, because I know I'm going to get a guaranteed 5-star and a 5-star weapon, I'm probably going to go for Kalcharo. He's going to be my main DPS unit, and I'm going to save up my Lustrous Tides for Yinlin. The reason why is because Yinlin has a 20% electro damage bonus that provides support for Kalcharo. She's a very good S-star or S-rated support DPS. So she's gonna be perfect for, you know, just getting the quick bursts in and getting those ultimate outs, and then Kalcharo is gonna be the main DPS. And the reason why I picked those two is because originally I was gonna go with Verena as my 5-star, but I think I'm gonna change that because I realized that we're actually gonna get Baiji for free as well. So there's a lot of characters that we end up getting for free, like Baiji, I believe Yangwu. I'm sure there's other characters that we get for free, but it's very cool to see that they're really trying to get the players like attached to the characters by, you know, essentially giving them fairly good characters and allowing them to pick whatever they want. There's no, you know, re-rolling accounts. You don't want to constantly be like, hey, I'm gonna, you know, I'm gonna save up like 10 accounts, and hopefully by the time I get to 5 or 7, I get the character that I want. That's not the case in Wuthering Waves, which is very cool. I'm sure they've realized that as well, which is the whole reason why they actually addressed this issue. So it's very cool to see. I think that's all I wanted to talk about. Let me know if you have any questions about anything I missed. Of course, I'm going to be linking the Pride Win and WutheringWaves.gg website onto the description below. And yeah, thank you very much.